Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So I wanted to touch on something that I thought was interesting that Errol Spence said in the first episode of the All Access with he and Terrence Crawford in regard to his trainer, Derrick James, who is the reigning two-time trainer of the year. And you could argue that over the last 5 years, he should have been trainer of the year each of those years. However, Errol Spence, he mentioned that the reason that Derrick James is the best trainer in the world is that he doesn't sugarcoat shit. Straight to the point. He doesn't sugarcoat shit. If you fucking up, if you falling off, if you not on your game and you not focused, he gonna let you know. If you having a shitty performance, or if you're not putting in the proper amount of effort in the gym during training camp, Derrick James is gonna let you know. He's one of those no nonsense type of guys. He and his brother, they run a tight camp over there, and they straight down to business, man. They not with all the BS and all the playing games and all that. You know what I'm saying? They get straight down to business. And one example of that is, if you guys remember, after Errol Spence fought Yordenis Ugas, immediately after the fight, they caught it on, you can see Derrick James talking to Errol Spence like live after the actual fight, but we didn't actually hear what he said until they did the epilogue. And he whispered in Errol Spence's ear. He told him, he said, "Hey, bro, look, get back in the gym and get right back to it. Stay focused. Don't lose your focus." You know what I'm saying? Great victory you just had. Great performance. Got your first stoppage in 3 fights. You know what I'm saying? You stopped a guy who never been stopped before. A guy coming off of a Manny Pacquiao victory, who was a world champion, and you stopped him. Great performance, but that ain't the end all be all. Get back on your shit and go back to work. Don't lose focus. And when Errol Spence dropped his mouthpiece and, did that made that rookie mistake, as he himself called it, you know what I'm saying, did some very careless shit in that fight with the whole mouthpiece situation. When he went back to the corner and, Lawrence Cole stopped the fight, stopped the action, and let Errol Spence go get his mouthpiece situation together, Derrick James got on his ass right then. "Hey, don't be doing that dumbass shit, bro. Come on, man. We got too much on the line." Derrick James is the type of guy who gonna let you know when you fucking up, and he gonna get on your ass and correct it. The same thing with Jermell Charlo. When Jermell Charlo wasn't listening in that first Brian Castano fight, Derrick James was on his ass. And what happened in the next fight? You saw a different Jermell Charlo. He was focused. He was dialed in. He was paying attention and hanging on to every word that Derrick James was saying and the instructions that he was given round by round. And you saw the difference in his performance. That's why guys that are extremely coachable thrive under a Derrick James. I don't know if Ryan Garcia has that same element inside of him that's going to allow him to listen, be humble, and be coachable, because Derrick James telling you some good stuff. He not going to tell you nothing that's wrong. Anthony Joshua. These guys got to have that desire to learn and to be greater than they were the day before in order for them to succeed under a guy like Derrick James, because he's going to give you all of the tools, everything that you need, all the teachings, all the instructions, all of the energy and time that you need to be successful. But it's up to you to go out there and put that shit together, and you got to listen and you got to be coachable. And if you messing up, he going to be on your ass, man. You dig what I'm saying? So I thought that was very interesting. I agree 100% with Errol Spence. And another thing that showed me is that Errol Spence is 100% cognizant and aware of his position. Through all the stuff that he been through, he never lost sight. At least ultimately, right now, everything is coming full circle. He didn't lose sight of what it took for him to get here. Of course, that car crash put things into perspective for him. Also, the eye injury put things into perspective for him. Those two incidents showed you how quickly this shit could be taken away from you in a heartbeat, right? And so I think now Errol Spence, he appreciates a guy like Derrick James even more because he knows that all this, if you make the wrong move, if you're not focused, if you're not giving it your all, if you're not applying yourself, all this can be taken away just like that. And you're going to regret because you never really put forth your best effort. You didn't strive to reach your full potential. And Errol Spence said, look, that's how guys fall off. You know what I'm saying? You got yes man around you, not telling you when you messing up, not telling you when you making the wrong turn. You know what I'm saying? And that right there showed me that Errol Spence is extremely focused for this Terrence Crawford fight. I already knew that. I think you guys already knew that. But just hearing him talk about that aspect of his relationship with Derrick James, that really just furthermore solidified the fact that Errol Spence, he understands the moment. And I think that's something that a lot of fighters, when they get to this moment, not even just fighters, but athletes or people in general, when they get to, professionals, when they get to a certain level, they reach a pinnacle, they get to that elite level, and it's the biggest test of their career. It could be a championship game or a fight, or it could be, the biggest step up in competition that you ever had in whatever field you in. Some people, they don't understand the moment. They not able to recognize the moment that they in and how important it is, and be able to rise above everything within that moment. Some people, just sticking to fighters, some fighters, when they get to this level, even if they even reach this level, they'll either not fully understand the moment, therefore they don't pull as much out of themselves as they need to be successful in the moment, or they do understand the moment and they fold under pressure because the moment too big for them. And that small interaction between Errol Spence and Derrick James showed me that both of them understand the moment, and they both on par with what they need to do to be successful. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Errol Spence, on why Derrick James is the best trainer in the world. Y'all let me know what y'all took away from that. Do you agree that he is the best trainer? Do you think there's somebody else? You know what I'm saying? But I really can't choose anybody over Derrick James. I mean, this dude is on the verge of having 2 undisputed fighters, some shit that nobody's doing. On the verge of having the first fighter to ever be undisputed in 2 weight classes in the 4-belt era with Jermell Charlo. He got Frank Martin about to be a world champion soon. He might be able to bring Anthony Joshua back to a world title. Might be able to get Ryan Garcia his first world title. Like, come on, bro. Derrick James is the clear trainer of the year, of course. But also just the best trainer in the sport. That's my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Contender Regime Boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.